Let's go live. So yeah, I'm up late, uh, like Nikki says. I am up late, fresh off Incendiary. I need a co-host. I need a co-host to see if you see what I'm seeing. Nikki, can you tell me if you're seeing that special Hawkman story there, that comic? Can you see that up on the screen? Because I'm on a separate screen here. Can you see that? Okay. I think you can see it, right? I mean, it was up there, right? She's left. Yeah, I just got off with Dojo Kun and Fanta and all that. Uh, yeah, I'm looking for a particular book that I sold for YouTube. I have to find out what I mean on eBay, and I have to find out exactly. Hopefully, you can see that. See when I bring that should be up where you can see that now. Are you seeing that? Somebody say yes. Nobody. Nobody's just here's the StreamYard link. Somebody either come in here or say something in the chat that you can see these books as I show them. Starjammers, Uncanny X-Men. This is some of my collection, but I have to bring this file up and I can only look at the comics. I can't look at the chat. I can also bring it down. I think you're seeing that, right? Nobody's going to respond. I believe you can see that. So, nice collection. Okay, Mighty Geek. Mighty Geek, you can come in here if you want. Um, there's a StreamYard link. Yeah, I'm trying to find a particular comic. So this is a short box of 5. Looks like it's going to be mostly X-Men. That one there came with a figure originally, I think a Marvel Legends figure. Reprint book says not for resale on that, and the black edge and whatnot, but that's a second printing. That's a gold background. First Bishop story, I believe. First cover appearance of Bishop. But it is a second printing because it's gold background. If I go through these hurriedly, I probably will. There's an unbagged, and here's a bagged one that has the Marvel Strife striking or Strife strike file, whatever came with that. Another thing, there's one unbagged, and there's one still polybagged with the Bishop card in there. Same thing here, and then unbagged. I do have some doubles, triples, quadruples, but I'm looking for a particular, and I have to take it down from time to time to see who's in here. Mighty Geek in here and Timothy Olsen in there. Hey, Timothy. Cable is a good character. Mm-hmm. Love this. Dial H for Hero. Superboy and the Ravers. I think I like the Tom Grumman artwork. This is Pellettier. Pelletier. I love his stuff as well. He was on CrossGen doing Negation. I like his stuff. I really like his stuff. Superboys. Another Dial H. Dial V for Villain here. Superboy Annual. These golden logos like this were sticky. And if you touched the ink when they first came out on the stands, it would turn it black. You would see it's probably since dried, but I remember them being sticky. Not this particular one, but the one that they did with the gold ink was not fully dry. And I touched it. It was the Legion Superheroes number 300, I think. And it left my imprint in black on it. Chamber of Chills. Mm-hmm. Look at that, man. Gil Kane cover, kicking him off the cover right into your face. Mighty Geek, do you have any Gold Key titles? Well, maybe we'll see some Gold Key coming through here, but you are seeing my screen, correct? No one's told me. I believe so. See, this is kind of weird to kind of bring it up like this, but I think you're seeing what I'm seeing, right? That's a die cut cover around that character there, whatever his name was, just around his head. Mark Bagley artwork. He did a lot of these New Warriors. Doctor Strange, the One. Yes, I am. Yes, you are. What? Can you see when I'm bringing them up? Can you see that? I was wondering if I could add you to my DM group. I guess you're saying yes because you comment on how. Who are you asking? Just wondering if I could add you to my DM group. Mighty Geek. There you go. Robin Hood, Eclipse Comics. Timothy Truman artwork in that. He did some Conan. Look at that. That's going to be black sensitive cover, near mint. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Dinosaur Rex. 3D comic. Kamiko. Look at that. Aztec Ace. Wonderful read. They did a crowdfunder on that. I think Doug Munch, whatever his name is, Monique. And I backed it to the hilt, the hardback, and I think it's out. I've got to contact them and say, look, man, I want my Aztec Ace hardback edition where they reprint all 15 issues because I don't have all the the gobbledygook. That one's worth some money from Mirage Studios that did Ninja Turtles. That's worth, last time I looked, about $20 in near mint shape. And that's near mint shape. So you'll see some stuff in my collection that you probably not seen. Any Air Cell, Elf Lord, have a bunch of those. Shatter, the first digital comic to come out. Look at that one. Kind of, I like that. They did a number of those. Marvels did where they kind of go from sketch to fully colored. That's kind of neat transition. Shanghai. All these wonderful Eclipse comics with the painted covers. Electric Fear. I remember reading that when it came out in the early 80s. I guess you had to be following. Yes, you can, Tim. Let's see here. I can see your screen. Okay. Confirmation. Woohoo! Yeah, I just got done off Dojo Coons and Cinderary, and I'm looking for a particular comic that I have multiples of. I love this Jack Kirby cover there with the gladiator and the eel pursuing Ghost Rider. That's a great thing cover too. One of the first ones I ever got had him, have something in his hands like that, swinging it like a bat. Conan number 11. How about that one? It's not in the greatest of shape, but it's a nice mid grade level, lower mid grade level. This is an Atom Post. There was 50,000 of these printed. You can tell up there, Ash Can of Chromium Man. That's an Atom Post produced from Triumph Comics. Early Atom Post stuff. This was one of the first comics I ever read. After I started collecting. I started at 25 cents. This is 30 center. So this is early on, Jack Kirby. With all these characters, I was a sucker for characters, especially if it's retro like this. Couldn't pass that up. Miss Marvel 3, Miss Marvel 4. Oh, this was the first crossover I ever had. It crossed over with Marvel Team Up with the same villain going up against them. I think this was the second cover done by Gil Kane. Early appearance, second appearance of Modern Day Mummy here. Not in that great of shape, but it's not a, he made his appearance in 5. He did not make an appearance in 6, and this is 7, his second appearance in Supernatural Thrillers. Everybody should have this book if they like Galactus, the Origin. That's Bob Layton cover. This is classic. They actually made a cartoon, Dial M for Monkey, from this one. Champion, where they all fight the champion. His first appearance, all Ron Wilson cover and insides. Who was a big artist on that? Balisk was the villain's name. Hey, Apex. Mentioned you over there on Incendiary, Apex. I hope we can get Toma Reckoning. Just let me know if that's okay to have Toma Reckoning on, Saturday with us. If he can make it. I thought it might be a more convenient time for him because he does have a newborn. I don't know if it's a good time. He hasn't confirmed with me yet if he can come on. If not, you and I are capable of doing the show by ourselves. And I know I'm flipping through these really quick. That's a nice one with Grendel. There's she. Look at that. Number 1, sort of manga style. That's a Neil Adams cover there. You can go back and pause these on replay. Pick that up on it at Hastings. I don't know if that's going to be a direct copy or a newsstand. That might actually be worth. I don't know. It says direct edition, so it's not a newsstand. But I did pick that up at Hastings because it had the Beast. There we go. Shadow. My Mike Cluda, and we're back to the beginning. So let's see. I have to go over here and. Oh, I'll just switch off that. That won't work. All right. So I have to select a new file. Back it on up. That's file 5, box 5. Let's try box 7. They're out of, box 7's got some good ones in it. I think I've already checked this out, but can you see that up on the screen? Are you seeing that Hawkman and that Strange Tales up on the screen? I really need a co-host to come in here and let me know if you're seeing what I'm seeing. I'll try and set it up. Fanta, please get in here and help me. Although Fanta's blind. Yeah, number 7. I bought it for a quarter bin when I was a kid. It was my favorite book. Yeah, he gets knocked into the canvas, the boxing canvas. Well, well, well. Yes. Well, well, well. I'm doing this with a purpose. I'm trying to find a book out of my collection. Get your blind ass in here and you can at least tell me if you see what I'm seeing up on the screen. I can't keep going back and forth here. I want to make sure you're seeing these great comics. The Beast, the Gray Beast. He made his first appearance, I believe, in 10 or 11. Greg Gil Kane. This cover and issue was reprinted in the Avengers. Great cover. So they used it twice. Occasionally on a monthly, they would reprint in the Avengers. They did that a couple times. Probably needed the extra time, especially with George Perez drawing it early on. I think you can see that. Gruto. Okay, so you are seeing it. Fanta is blind and you can barely read the chat. A match made in heaven. Laugh out loud. Yeah. Well, I have to keep going back and forth. So just read the chat because this totally obscures. There's a key issue. That's not. I do have a facsimile of this issue, Secret Origins, but this is the original from the mid 60s. Gives you the origin of the first Batman Superman team up, the origin of like all these characters here. Pretty key issue. You know, if you like the backstories, there's nice Metal Man. Here's one from, and see, I can zoom in. 1957, number 1. Kitty Capers, 10 cents. Kit Carson. So if I'm like, oh, who printed that? Avon. This is Kit Carson from 54. Bought from the same guy. He would stick stickers on these bags, and I haven't replaced them. 55, January, Marmaduke Mouse, 1955. Here's an early Charlton. Pew, pew, pew. This issue here, I think, has the origin of Bouncing Boy in it. Issue 301 of Adventure Comics. Has a Legion backup story in it. Rags Rabbit. That's from the 40s. I think 1944, if I remember right. Could be 40, 45, or 46, somewhere in there. Rags the Rapid, number 12 from Harvey Comics. Yeah, some Tales to Astonish. I need to back Devil Flyer and Kit Carter. Well, I can't argue with that. You'll be getting the John Dillard exclusive trading cards, and so far I've sold 2 of them. So it's going to be limited indeed. Well, easy to lose your place how it scrolls up. Yeah, and you can inspect and see, but even in this condition, good condition. Now there's some rust on that staple. That's not good because eventually that rust will go. But still, I think I paid about $20 for that. That's an early Marvel. Actually, it's a late Atlas before it was even Marvel. Tales to Astonish 23. Tales to Astonish would feature Marvel superheroes. Here's 24. A little bit better condition on this. Oh, 10 centers. That Abominable Snowman. These are worth about $50 a piece. Probably over that now. They were worth $50 a year, Sort of a Groot-like character. Look at the people hanging off of him. This must be playing havoc with Fanta because I'm going by fairly quickly on these. Sorry about that, Fanta. Look at that. Superman with the ants. I gave Elsie a copy of that too. I actually bought 2 of those. Justice Society, when the All-Star Comics had been canceled or discontinued back in the Golden Age, and they brought it back after about 20 years for a while. That's where Power Girl and the Huntress first made their first appearances. And they continued the numbering. This is number 73. They continued the numbering. There you go. First appearance of Beta Ray Bill, Walt Simonson. Let's take a look at the chat. Jackknife, Fanta, No Worries Rex, Creepy Wood Creature. Yeah. Sorry, I'm actually looking for a book. You can see I've got doubles. I've got a bunch of this one, Iron Man Wizard Half Edition. Those all come with certificate of authenticity. Remember remember that? In this issue, we really stick it to Weapon X. Look, he's got a razor blade, a clamp, a pizza cutter, potato peeler, barbed wire, bobby pin, scissors all stuck in him. 1992, because you can see here it was Spider-Man's 30th anniversary in 1992. So that tells you. And white background books like this, they get dirty, they get soiled, ink starts to bleed through if it's strong ink from the inside back cover. Hard to get in good condition, just like a black cover. Remember this? This was a cartoon for a while. Defenders of Dynatron City. Let's check the chat. Find that funny book. Okay. This was Epic Idol book. Epic was sort of a high-end, different type of storytelling. This Jim Lee cover. Check that out. And again, you can check down here. It says 1992, The Hulk. So that tells you the age of the book. One thing that I like, I like the issue number, the price, and the year that it was published. I like all those things on the cover of a comic. Nice little promo Marvel Spotlight book here. Split cover with Marvel Zombies, Warren Ellis's Marvel Zombies, and then you have the Young Avengers or whatever they were called, featured there. Got a couple of those. I love this where they're coming out of the book. I'm going to have to use that. Little promo, free DC book. You can see it says free there. Little promo book. March of Comics. This one's from Sears. Like these giveaway with Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd. These were really my first comics, probably, that I had, that I would pick up, just were giveaways when I was a kid. Stuff like this. There's another one. This one's Acrobat Children Tested Shoes with Porky the Pig and Bugs Bunny and maybe some other characters in it. Here's one with Yogi Bear, Hanna-Barbera, Little Yankee Shoe Store. Little promo books. Here's a Henry, Carl Anderson's Red Goose Shoes. And yeah, I remember some of these side-turned, sideways comics. Loved Henry. I remember getting some Henry, Carl Anderson's Henry from Red Goose. Die cut cover here. Nice John Byrne cover there. Let's see. There's so much to go through. I love this cover with the webbing. Look at the webbing on that. Savage Dragon 13. Ooh. Very Spider-Man character like this called Star. I know that because they made a figure out of him early on. There you go, Ninja Turtles and Savage Dragon. Check the chat. Peter Parker, the Amazing Spider-Man, Infinity Wart. Star Pig or Four Bushman. Good old Young Avengers Volume 1 was a decent series. Yeah, and worth a little bit of money now because it's the first appearance of the Hulkling and another character. I don't like that the guy went the gay route with those couple characters, and they did that way back in the day, actually. This is J. Michael Straczynski, Rising Stars, number 11, done through Top Cow Comics. J. Michael Straczynski wrote Babylon 5. Here's another one. Oh, I think we skipped one. There we go. All right, take that, Hawkman. Oh, Black Lightning there. This is Steve Lytle cover. I met Steve Lytle. I bought an original New Teen Titans page done by him. Had a very busty Starfire on it. That Stick It, Risey, Team Raven. I don't know that he had any good Raven pages, to be fair. Love you, Rising. Yeah, Steve Lytle's passed away. He started out in independent comics in the early 80s that I know of, maybe late 70s, but I remember late. I love this cover here. I'd like to create a character like that has a little serape or whatever they call it that on its head. Sort of a desert-like character. Wolverine and the Punisher. Time Storm. Look at that. Cool. Like a cave painting. That's brilliant. With Wolverine and again, one of these that kind of become from the pencil roughs into the fully inked. And isn't that great? I'm glad they did. That's a great idea. Oh, there you go. That's Luis Dominguez cover. I've got the production approval cover to that one. First person to do a Swamp Thing cover after issue 10. This is issue 11. After Bernie Wrightson's run on it. Just look at the hatching, the mist and everything on that. All done by hand. Guy was great on this cover. Couldn't wait to buy that one. And I actually had a production piece to this one, which is a wraparound Joe Kubert cover. Had this production piece, although it was in Portuguese. That's a Luis Dominguez. It was his birthday yesterday, I think. That's Mike Nasser. That's supposed to be, kind of a Neil Adams. He had a Neil Adams type style. Did some Swamp Thing in Challengers of the Unknown. But I had some stats to that. Stats were they would make copies and float them around with the creators, the writers, the artists, and stuff. I had some stats to this and stat to that. That's 1976 because it has the DC bullet in the middle, robot cover, Ernie Chan cover. I had a acetate to this, a large acetate. That's 1976 as well. Ernie Chan, Claw the Unconquered. Here's one here. This is a I never can say his name. You can see it over there. By Dead Man's Foot, although it's turned sideways. Dick Giordano on the inks. Maybe that's why it looks. And it is in a plastic bag I'm photographing, so you get some murkiness. Look at that black. That's solid black, but it looks more mysterious pictured in the glare of the bag. Yeah, this artist, he goes way back. And I first saw his stuff in Web of Spider-Man in the 80s. I thought this was from this face here. I thought from that face there, and it's really Dick Garagano's inks that's probably throwing me off there, but the squinty eyes and whatnot. To me, it looked like it might have been Dave Cockrum's artwork. There's Swamp Thing, Dead Man. Discovered that run that that was another that was another one that came back, was Challenge of the Unknown. It was discontinued, and then they started the numbering up again. Then it was canceled again, I'm sure probably in 1978. This is prior to that, of course. Had a big plate to this one, acetate to that. That's a Mike Kaluta cover. Kind of strange, right? Because it's just like got no hero or anything, just like a flying horse and this spelunking. Is he a spelunker? I mean, he's a great Jack Kirby. This is a title that a lot of people don't know about. First issue special, #1, introducing Atlas by Jack Kirby. That's a character they haven't done a lot with. Atlas, Man Bat #1, Jim Aparo, 1976 again. This is black sensitive cover, #2. I think I got this one from Newsstand Edition. That's like near mint from 1976, near mint. That is up here the Man Bat head. That is Neil Adams artwork right there. But the cover is from Jim Aparo. But near mint shape, man. Old 25 center. Man Bat #2, black sensitive cover. I had a plate to this one, Falling in Love. That's one of the few romance comics I have. She never dreamed she'd become a shared woman. Ooh. She risked her heart in a desperate romance. There was no truce between them. They were enemies in love. The readers decide, should they marry? Falling in Love, issue 141, I think it said. First appearance, this is Firestorm the Nuclear Man. Only ran for 6 issues. Mal Milgrom artwork on the inside and the cover. First appearance of the Hyena here. I had a plate to that. I think I still do. Large acetate production plate. I had one to this one as well. Early appearance of the Falcon in his green and yellow red costume. Little red there for the bird. Issue 140. Mile High Comics. You can see where I bought it from. I love the, can turn you to stone with one of his hands. His right, I guess it'd be his right hand. The gray gargoyle in the grip of the gargoyle. I had a plate to that I sewed. Had a plate to this one. Another GI Combat. A little off focus there. Plate to that one. These are generally wraparound covers and for $1, 1980. That one I've got a plate to, which is pretty neat. It deals with war. I've lost my crew and my tank because of you. I guess because he's a black man. So dealing with race, this character hating on, rescuing that guy from racism. Another GI Combat wraparound. Look at that with hanging individuals on the cover. Swastika cover. Oh my, Joe Kubert, 1979 or 77. What is it? January. Let's see. He did the artwork in 79. It probably came out in 80. Oh, that's pretty neat because it's got a story there with Christ, a wooden cross. That's in that story from World War One. The first Gers tank, they would do these split, these multiple, and tell you the titles of the stories that was in there. Early GI Combat here, not from DC Comics. This #26 from Quality Comic Publication, 010 Center, July 1955. They bought them out, GI Combat. So National DC Comics started doing GI Combat, but the very first GI Combats was done by Quality, and so were Blackhawks. I think Blackhawks. Here's 1957 GI Combat. various conditions. You can see these are early, probably Jerry Garnetti artwork. You can even see he's got Jay Baker on the back of his back there, his name. Boom, GI Combat there. Yeah, it's got a crease going all the way down in it, staining, whatnot. But 010 since 1957, number 52. There's a gray tone cover from 1960. So Jack Adler created the gray tone covers. SketchUp. Happy belated birthday, Luis Dominguez. I was always like the Marvel Nom. Yeah, that was a good run with Michael Golden artwork in the very first issues. Yeah, had a bunch of appearances. That's why it's worth some money now. Oh, that was Spider-Ham. Infinity War. Have you got any Golden Age Jungle Jim comics? Ooh, I have a daily plate from Jungle Jim. I do think I do have some Jungle Jim. Another gray tone cover. A gray toning cover is where they don't use the harsh blacks. And Jack Adler created that. 1962, number 72. Look at that flame coming out from the tank, hitting him with a bazooka shot. Another gray tone. I've tried to collect the gray tones. It was GI Combats primarily and Sea Devils that came out in the early 60s that had the Jack Adler gray tone covers. That's something, sadly, you don't see that I would like to bring back. Look at this wash in the background. Just the brushwork. I'm sure Adler did this, so that's Adler, 1962 here. Another gray tone cover. Look at that, shooting up at the Panzer from the manhole with the bazooka. Yeah, he's getting ready to be slammed up and crushed against the. Isn't that cool? That's a gray tone cover too, where it looks like a gray wash. Look at the art. Look at the brickwork done just by, him painting it. Awesome stuff. Another. Now I would call this a partial because see that's in harsh black, but the cement blocks are done in gray, so I'd call that a partial gray tone cover. That one's from 63. Again, this is maybe a full. It's kind of hard to tell. I would say that this is because it does have some black work in it, but I would call this a gray tone cover for sure. Most of it's done in gray. You can see that's a Russ Heath. See the signature RH Russ Heath cover. He did a lot of these. Look, just look at the shells hitting the water. Look at that. So cool. War comics have been. Now I never got this looked a little strange to me, but these slid up and back and down, and he doesn't even know he's dead there yet. The guy continues to fire. Gray tone cover. Look how they did the engine propellers in movement, just with a brush stroke and with some emphasis there. Really wet. Same here. In ink. Isn't that cool? That's 1963. Another Russ Heath here. 1967, so we took a leap there. Dale, Air War Stories, Sudden Death in the Sky. There you go. Fighting Marines, Charlton. Probably Vietnam War. Maybe a story from looks like World War II, but the helicopter, I don't know. Yeah, it's probably Vietnam. Korean War. Jughead Johnson, a high-speed radio operator, originated the idea of little jaunts to the front, riding shotgun with a helicopter pilot and a medic. Shake it up. Here come the commies. Okay, so it's got to be Vietnam, or it's got to be Korean War. Probably Vietnam. Here's an earlier one, Fighting Marines, 10 cents, Charlton. Leathernecks in Combat. Stories of our nation's heroes in action. Gung Ho. Look at that. Watch it, Cullen. Oh, shut up. Finery. Fintery. I know what I'm doing. Finnery's War. This guy's going to drill him in the back with a Luger. Hand-to-hand combat going on there. Look at that. Nazi. He's trying to stave off the attack. That's a nice one. Flamethrower. Avengers. That's Alan Davis cover. Another Alan Davis cover, I think. It's kind of neat. Look at the skeletons. The heroes kind of done X-ray. Isn't that cool? Thor there. You can tell because of his helmet, hammer. And then the inside's a little bit of Vision's hand. Yeah, that's definitely Alan Davis. The way I can tell are the faces. Another Alan Davis cover there, I think. That's not. This was another series of the Avengers. See, I hate that dual numbering, number 45 or number 460. Which is it? Why don't you stick with original numbering? That's a nice one. This is a 100-pager. 100-page monster. Look at the Sentinels going up against the Quinjet, or flying with the Quinjet. Interesting what they're doing with the covers there. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. I'm going to get canceled. Uberbot. Das Uberbot. Sig How. Now this is a Toys R Us limited edition. Number 1 X-Men. Professor X in the Sentinel's head. Oh no. Cyber Sentinel. Oh, okay. Radical Dreamer. That's Black Ball Comics. So, particular order, on these things. That's a nice cover. I like that. All mixed up. This is John Byrne cover, by the way. Read all these, all 25 issues of that. That's Mike. What's his name? He did G.I. Joe. That's more of his Dazzler. Yeah. This has been a pretty good run, that Mighty Thor with Junior's work. That was a pretty good read. Look at this, early Journey into Mystery. Yeah, it's ripped up here. Stained by the Authority Code. It's not that it's got a chunk out there by Loki's head. But notice that where the missing pieces are, the majority of the cover. I bought that for about $20 on eBay. That's an early Journey into Mystery because he made his first appearance in 83. This is 94. And I had this cover, I think, production artwork to something, or maybe an inside page, something. I believe I bought this one when it came out on the stands, 25 cents. How could you not? Jack Kirby cover, Liberty. Howard the Duck, I despised him, but I went back and collected some of those. with the Atom. Love the DC Comics Presents books. There's another Russ Heath, GI Combat. I had that as a plate. 2-in-1, some team ups. I had this as a piece plate. Had Murphy Anderson Hawkman there, and we're back to where we began. This was the only book that my brother ever bought me on the Weird Worlds reprint of this story here that was originally in Strange Tales number 73, King of the Insects. I had to get another file here. That was box 7. Let's try box 6 and see what's in that. Can you see? Yeah, I think I see the screen when it goes down. Oh, where am I at? StreamYard Studio. Why have I got 3 up? Or okay, that brings me back. Okay. So that some of these may be newer. This is pretty neat when they put the old, Journey into Mysteries and some of the newer ones in the background and mute the color. I like these. They give me good Mike. Doc Blaylock asked me about this art. DeCarlo Jr. I think I'm saying his name right. Thor tribute issue. This is newer, although it's early 2000s. Stormbreaker. That one's not so new, 75 cents. Bunch of Thors. This is the artist that did this. Was a Flash artist, Scott. Can't remember his name. That's why I need Apex in here. He could probably tell me this. Early appearance, maybe the second appearance of Zaniac. Actually, this character here, which is a crappy looking character, this is Sal Buscema. But this actually, the Time something part of the Kang stories went up in price. Avengers #1 tribute cover there. That's brilliant with She-Hulk, War Machine, Thunderstrike, instead of the original characters. That's Thunderstrike, what issue? From 1995, number 21. See, I like that when it says June 95. I don't have to wonder when it comes out. It's right there. Here's a full enhanced cover. First explosive issue. Are you working, Apex? There's a black sensitive cover for you. Near mint shape. No one's commenting. I don't know if I have any viewers or not. Guess I can go over here on another screen while you wait patiently and see how many viewers I have. 5. 5 watching now. Okay, I'm not totally boring. Okay. Well, I'm one of them, so we've got 4 people watching, maybe. Okay, so, all right, here we go. Nope. Walt Simonson cover. Walt Simonson cover. That's great sketch cover of John Romita Jr. Walt Simonson, Baldar the Brave, #1, 4-issue limited series. 2, number 2. Ron Friends did a lot of these Thors around this time. Like that's Ron Friends right there, cover. The Beast from Within. I like that title. Ron Friends had a pretty good run on Thor. These are all like Ron Friends type stuff. Now, what's the difference in between this one and this one? The barcode. The barcode. That's the newsstand. This is the direct with the Spidey head in it. Do I have a year? 1990. You have to also look at the date. So that is indeed 1990, being July. I've seen it go all the way up to be April say 1990, and it wasn't. It was the previous year. But this one here is lower print than this one. This is like 10%, less than 10%, about 10% of the run right here. Out of all that was printed, 10% or less. And you can see a color difference a little bit, especially in the hammer. See, the hammer's lighter here, and then I'll go darker. Darker. Now, that could be my lighting too, but sometimes the color changes, you know, from different printings. I've noticed that when I've had multiples. Again, here's a newsstand. That's going to be lower print. There's a direct. Not the same. Not the same at this time when these things are printed. Again, here's the newsstand. There's the direct. And the newsstands are going to be worth more during this time. Same thing here. Newsstand. That's where I'm going to make out like a bandit. This is stock from the comic shop I bought out after my fire in 97. So, and I'm glad to see some barcodes. I don't know in the stock. That's a barcode right there. I actually had a John Buscema drawn Thor piece that kind of mimicked this that I sold for like $300, something like that. And I wonder if he took it from that cover. That is the most used trope. This is first issue New Epic, you know. Look at the Thor. Got this funky looking helmet, and you know, love the Absorbing Man. What year is this? Look down the barcode. 1991. John Byrne, Captain America head there. I had the original artwork to that, or one like it. Sadly burned up my fire. I always thought they were going for the Grinch here. The Grinch that stole Christmas in the shadow. I forget what character. It wasn't the Grinch, though. And, you know, copyright. You couldn't. Neat split cover here by the hammer. Hell yeah. Don't see that very often. Early, maybe, yeah. I think this is the first appearance of Earth Force here. First appearance of Earth Force. And look at the barcode. Ron Frenz and Brett Breeding, 1988. What month? September. So probably the artwork was done in 88, probably. Often you know, you can't go by that either. They might have did it the previous year and printed it later. But that's a newsstand, and it doesn't look like I've got a direct. But I'm glad to see these newsstand. That's newsstand. That's newsstand. So I've got quite a few of these Thors that are newsstand. That Thor's newsstand. Newsstand. So this is like 10% of the run. There's newsstand. That's newsstand. You can see the difference. Look at the executioner's knee there. It's lighter here, darker here. Lighter, darker. Lighter, darker. Lighter. See there? They're all different. Both these came from newsstand. That's newsstand. This is newsstand with darker coloring. As the printer goes on, it may get lighter. This is direct. Went straight to the comic shop. It's lighter printed. Look at the background. Look at the background here. It's brown. It's brown. It's brown. And then you go over here. It's dark brown. And then it's like kind of a mid brown on this one. Look at that. 3 different books, 2 from the newsstand, one direct. Here's another one. Another newsstand. Another newsstand. Woo, gonna make bank on this. Another newsstand. This is, remember Hulk lurking? This is a Fantastic Four homage cover here. Newsstand. Newsstand with the Nihilist, one of my favorite characters. This one here, looking in this, if you look at the thing, this is supposed to be a green background here. It's blue. This is a printing error. This is a printing error. This logo is different and more saturated color. This is supposed to be green back here, even in the Ditko box. This is a printing error. See, it was supposed to be green. They ran out of yellow, apparently, and it printed blue. This is a printing error, rare printing error. I'm going to get this one graded. I think I actually pulled this out of the box. And the only way I discovered it was photograph it and go through these and go, what the? And because I had seen one of these and then went to my files and was like, wait. And then I pulled one up on eBay and it's like, that's green. This is supposed to be green back here. And indeed it is, see, in that spot, but not the whole thing. This is I don't know if you can get this graded, but I want to try. It's a printing error. Nice cover too. And this was the return of Thor, his traditional look after looking like this with the funky helmet and all like that. Different look with the beard and mustache and then back. So it's kind of a key issue, kind of, but that's a rare printing error, color error. What are you saying? Killer says, oh yeah. Where else are you going to see this stuff? That's one of a kind book. Look at that. Pollard. He had a good run. What was this guy's name? He was a Herald of Galactus. Firelord. Yeah, Firelord's final battle. He might die in that. There's Jack Kirby going against Ulk. I think that's how you say that. That's a Bill Sienkiewicz cover there. Walt Simonson. That's a Pollard. Nice painted cover here. Another split one. But newsstand. Less than 10% of the run. Look for those barcodes. Newsstand. What year? Look up here. April 93. By April, it's probably 1993, but I've seen them all the way up into April, and this is still saying 93 when it's actually 94. So that's iffy. But more than likely, if it goes up to March, usually by March, it's iffy. April, usually they've got it changed, but not always. Not always. See, I've done the research so you don't have to. And a lot of that is because I've collected other things like production artwork or, things like that I've kind of had to look stuff up. That's first appearance of Blood Axe, I believe, or somewhere around. It's an early appearance, if not his first appearance. I always thought he was a cool character. Underutilized for sure, but great visually, and they could do more with him. That could be a sleeper key issue. First appearance. See this? Okay. Spider-Man. Great. Ron Frenz and Al Milgrom. Sometimes, Friends can look a lot like Sal Buscema. This looks a lot like Sal Buscema, but it's not. And Al Milgrom inks a lot of stuff, so that may be part of it. But why is this significant? Oh, it's newsstand, less than 10% of the run. What year is this? June, okay, 92. And as the 90s progress, it gets less and less and less. By the end of the 90s, it's less than 1% of the run. Going past 2000, extremely rare to find a newsstand. Even at this time, it's hard to find these newsstands. So I'm glad I bought this store out. And I traded off like 10 boxes of this stuff. But I always kept, this is newsstand going up against Gladiator. There we go. Direct. Don't see much color change in that. A little lighter if you look at Gladiator's glove there by the hammer. Gets a little lighter. And Thor's cape. It's a little bit more saturated red on the newsstand. There's another one. That Grinch-like, that's newsstand. So even if it's a nothing issue, it can be rare. If you know the barcodes. And I showed one of these the other day. It's full enhanced. This is the one. Um, this is either the one. This is my good copy that you can actually read. Harrison cover. It is full embossed. It's embossed. These lightning bolts are raised on it. I have one that's the page is out of order. That's an error issue. I'd like to try and get that graded to see if they would grade it. I don't know if they would if the page is out of order, if it's an error. Error comics can be extremely rare, maybe one of a kind. You don't know. Walt Simonson cover here. Walt Simonson, Executioner. They took this Executioner with the machine guns and put him in the Thor movie. Just checking the chat there. Somebody tried to come in the green room. I got to check on that occasionally too. Sorry about that. That's direct. This is newsstand, but this is an older issue. It doesn't matter. Actually, you'd want a direct issue. This is probably 1976. That might have been one of around there. I know I got an early Thor, probably my first Thor. This might have been the issue here that I got. Newer stuff. Avengers versus the Pet Avengers. There we have Fin Fang Foom going up against Shadowcat or Ariel's or Kitty Pryde's Little Dragon. 2 of 4 limited series. Again, like a sketch. Look at the beast there, just sketched in with pencil by the artist and going into full director's cut. That's pretty cool that they did stuff like that. Garcia Lopez cover here. Killer Frost. I have Killer Frost's first appearance production artwork, although I'm trading it to Shadowhawk. Made her first appearance in those first 6 issues for the Hyena. Had a plate to this, production artwork to this cover. These are great. Star Spangled War stories. War of the Time Forgot. 12 center, 123. They started about 94, I think. I can't remember if there's any gray tone covers, but early 60s. The first Suicide Squad, number 83, Tales of Suspense, where Iron Man made his first appearance. Captain America made his return after Avengers number 4. Gene Colan cover. Only ran 99 issues, and then it became Captain America, Iron Man, whatever. Oh, I love this one with the Super Adaptoid, number 84. These are worth some money. Look at that. Iron Man Legacy. Ooh. And what was the retail price on that? $3.99. Woo. Oof. And we're back to Starjammers 1 and 2. That was put out by Marvel Comics. Starjammers 1 and 2. Sort of prestige format. Dave Cockrum artwork. He created them. This is a nice cover. I always forget this name. Did that in 98. Lola. He did Spider-Man. I like the coloring job on that. Bissick writing it. Untold Tales of Spider-Man. Where's the issue number? It's not there. I hate that. It might be a wraparound cover, though. Star Wars. Huh? What year? 78. Okay. Howard the Duck, 78. Man Thing instead of Chewbacca. Please Don't Litter. Trash can for RTD2. Oh, yeah. Nick Cardy cover. House of Secrets. early 70s, 20 center. Wizard half edition. You had to send off for these Wizard half editions. Most of them I bought with there's Fing Fang Foom right there. The thing going, Ron Lim cover. Going up against Fantastic Four, the Ben Grimm. Another 100 pager. We saw one of those a while ago. That other box. Monster 100 pager. I bought 2 of them. When? 2001 or somewhere around there, because there's the Twin Towers with the ribbon. '98 annual Fantastic Four. Do they have the issue number? Great thing cover. See, they don't give you it's I can tell by this cover, it's a fold out cover. Great thing squaring off though. Doesn't give you the issue number though on the cover. I don't like that. This is great. Marvel Select. I like that. Number 1. I'm not sure what Marvel Select was, but here's my Marvel Selects. And these were Alan Davis covers. Annihilus. Look at that. World's Greatest Comics. Number 1 of 12. They went for that Jack Kirby inking, that Jack Kirby look. Not sure who the artist was on that. But why? 40th anniversary. That's number 3 of 12. Going up against Sentinel. Very cool here. Reminiscent of the graphic novel of Captain Marvel dying in the arms of death, like the Pieta Christ in Mary's arms, dead. This was Miss Marvel 50. Get your bucket list out. This is great. This is kind of like they're all scrolls. The New Avengers. What issue? Kind of out of focus. Number 42. Approved by the Cosmic Code Authority. They're all scrolls. You can tell by the chin, right? And that it's green. Great square off. This is based on John Buscema. I haven't found my books yet, but I will. This is great. Multi-panel like that. There's your lizard representation, Lorenzo, right there. That's great. Don't know what's going on, but I know enough about Fantastic Four. These are kind of doppelgangers. I'm interested already before I even open it up. This one was interesting visually, especially how they did the thing there, but it fell a little flat, for me. This is a Dell Auto cover from like 2001, and those can be worth some money. That. What's going on? Look at the coloring, man. A little dark. Could be more contrast. Fantastic Four, number 1, sort of homage, kind of, sort of, with the Mole Man. Look at the thing. He's like, oh, flying through the air. I'll catch you. No, I won't. Nobody ever wants to catch the thing once he goes up in the air. Here you go. Fantastic Four special issue, 1973, 35 cents. Yeah, a little, where the ink's rubbed, whatever. That's when the wedding of Sue and Reed. Look at that. Marvel Zombies. Flip side, double size flip magazine. Cool, huh? Neat. You can flip it around and get 2 covers. World's Finest, 1976, because you got the DC Bullet right there in the middle. They only did that 1 year, and that was bicentennial year. Neil Adams, this is a wraparound cover. That, yeah, not the best of shape, but I got this because I had the production artwork, and sometimes you'll get that looks like a gouge. See, cover damage. I just wanted to go and I sold the piece fairly quickly. I had multiple. I've still got one page left of this early cat appearance, but maybe the only cat appearance. We call her Hellcat now, but this was the cat when she first came out. And then Patsy Walker took the costume. This character here would later become Tigera. Tigera. That. But I had this is the Man Killer. It was all about women's lib. You can see some side damage. All my early comics were red and stuff, and they look like this. So I'm not a stranger to, reading books and ragging them out. I had a page to this. Mike Klug artwork, Mike Klug cover here. Just good stuff, man. If I can get the Bog to look something like that. Ooh, you know what I ought to do an homage? The Bog holding his victim, the killer clown, in his arms with onlookers. That would be cool. Oh. Ghost of Furo Lad. Yeah, damaged. I mean, you'd see it. You'd get a better copy. And I might have one. Checker top cover. Kurt Swan cover. Hey, check the chat. Oh, am I not showing? Or am I? Oh, okay. This is nice. This is kind of the death of Gwen Stacy kind of takeoff, but with the Fantastic Four. Look at that, 104 pages. Black sensitive cover there, number 3 here. This is a good one, even though it's newer. Black sensitive cover, Spider-Man. So that means 104 pages. The price was $4.99. Back then, that was a lot. But that's a good one in near mint, like I have. Look at that. Bringing that golden age goodness. Timely comics. Marvel, celebrating 70 years of Marvel. I think I've got some keychains with that on it. But these were what was the price? $3.99. A little bit more expensive. This is an expensive little thing. Although, and I might add some production, something Kurt Swan. You'd see the kind of road spine split, whatnot. Grease pencil, which could have been done, which does actually take away from it if it's, in grading. But yeah, look this issue up, 166 of Superman. They're not cheap. And we're back to the front. All right. Another box. It wasn't in that box. Let's see. My pictures. That's box 8. We'll go on to box 9. Probably won't find it, but this is fun. I'm looking at my own collection. Nope. These are pictures from a trip I took. Okay. Here's box 9. These look like they're going to be Spider Girl. Can you see that? Oh, I'm always paranoid you can't see it. Yeah, I can see it go down when I'm. Okay, so we got issue 1, Spider Girl. This is not her first appearance, 1998. She made her first appearance in What If, the first series, issue 105. I like the muted things here they've done in the background that was used previously. Reminiscent. It's number 17. That is Peter Parker in the future, in Marvel's future, some alternate future, whatever you want to believe. Spider-Girls. Again, though, check, you know, see, some of them are direct, some of them might be newsstand, worth something. Can't discount them. And, if you got a barcode one in nice shape, sell it. But you want to keep the book, sell that book, get it graded, whatever. If you don't want to grade it, that's fine. Sell it in near mint shape, although I think you're shooting yourself in the foot. And I don't think the market is there yet. But now you can definitely, if you point it out to people, you will sell the books. If you point it out to people that this is like 1% of the, well, how do you know? Okay, point them to a few YouTube places that talk about that, where I learned about it. Comic Tom talks about it. Nice webbed up. We have stop sharing for a minute. Oh, it's Rex. No, show just died. Just coming off Dojo. Got to get these pop-ups out of the way. Did you scan every comic you own? Nearly. As I was converting from long boxes to short boxes, I took my digital camera. I think it's in there, and photographed them just straight down on a piece of foam core in most, or a towel. Barcodes are worth more. Okay. Here's the spiel again. Direct comics. That means the ones that were in comic shops from 1977, I'd say up to the early, and maybe not past 83. You got 84 and 85 that are kind of dead years. 86 as well, where they're, I would say collect directs comics all the way up to 86. From 77 to 86, you want the direct ones. Those are the lower print. Were all books printed in that? No, most of them are newsstand books. So there may be some books not available in directs. Some directs were like price change variants that can be worth more. Maybe as low print run as 1,500 of a Marvel book. I had some of those, and on key books like X-Men books that are highly sought after can be worth some money. I had a couple of those, even graded. And you can still get those fairly affordable. Look for them on eBay. You can find them. And if you want to give, 100 or less, 100 or a little bit more than that, now maybe no more than 200, you can get some nice, and even on some of those rare variants. Now, if it was a big one like Moon Knight, first appearance, and Mark Jeweler variants. Mark Jeweler variants were sold on military bases, have the card stock insert. Generally, when looking through the book, if you see a little rainbow, look on the edge of the comic, you can see it from the top of the book. You can see that card stock insert and go, ooh, that's a Mark Jeweler. And just by feeling of it, it's going to be stiffer. That kind of helps preserve it, from getting bent up like the regular issues might, because it's stiffer. It has a card stock insert in it. I think there's some ads that might have been sold. I'm going to have to research this. I have a Mark Jewelers that came in with a lot of other Mark Jewelers that has a Mark Jewelers ad in it, but wasn't that in all the books? It wasn't on cardstock. It was just printed in there. So I'm going to have to get another one of those, find out what issue that was. I think it was a Hulk, Incredible Hulk, from the early 80s. They ran Mark Jewelers for a long time. I forget when they stopped doing it. But there wasn't a lot that carried, military bases that carried comic books. And did they keep them in good shape? They are definitely all lower print, and they're variants. And I know that there's a first appearance in Werewolf by Night, number 32, right, of Moon Knight, first appearance with the Mark Jewelers. There's a first appearance of Wolverine They say 181. I call it 180, but whatever. Probably both of those with Mark Jewelers. They can jump up the price dramatically depending on the condition of the book. Uh, your question, barcodes. So collect. I would say the directs when you can get them. Sometimes they'll have a slash through the barcode. Those are the ones I avoided. And things that we used to avoid, like Whitman variants, were trash in the early 80s. Should have been collecting them. They're considered variants now. And, you know, Glenn Fleming in the house. Glenn, you're up late or early. 6 hours ahead. You're up early. That Aztec cover you showed after Dojo stream was epic. How did you get it? Oh, it was given to me. Never say never. I have stuff. Woke up, can't sleep. Barcodes. Okay. So the barcodes, you want the directs, the ones that were sent to the comic shop. And there was less comic shops then. From 77 to, I would say, to 86. 87's the year it started changing. After the direct market started coming in the early 80s, say 82, it only took about 5 years for it to start slipping. The newsstands, that's your books in the groceries and in pharmacies, and you can find out in the wild on the newsstand, on the spinner racks and stuff, it starts slipping down to like 38% of the run. By the end of the 80s, it's the newsstands that used to be it for decades is down to like 10%. As you go along in the 90s, it's slipping down below 10% to all the way to 1% by the end of the 90s into the 2000s in less than 1% of the run. Very hard. I know it took about 3 years and the newsstands were gone around here. Occasionally I go into a grocery store and bam, there's some. You know, ooh, 4:40 a.m. in the morning. Oh man, it's 11:45 here. You're in the future, Glenn. Laugh out loud. That's yeah. So you want to collect the direct comic books from Star Wars years. Good way to remember it. They Marvel with some of its books started the directs distribution. If I can believe this, 14 people watching. I don't think that's right. Twitter. But nonetheless, very nice. You want to collect the directs from 77 Star Wars year to say 86. Because it's like, I don't think in like the years like 86, 85, 84, 83 might not even make that much a difference to collectors. But I do think this lower print run, you always want to go with the lower print run for collectability. You know, would have been slightly lower for the direct stores. That's books that went to the comic shops. You want to start collecting the barcodes. See people go, oh, it's barcode. It's valuable. Not necessarily. Start slipping in 87 down to 38% of the run, of the print run. And by the end of the 80s, it had slipped from 38% down to 10% of the run. Early 80s or 90s on, you know, it starts getting less and less till the end of the decade of the 90s, 1999, 2000. It's down to like less than 1% of the run or about 1% of the run. And if you can get something past 2000 or, you know, so look for those. And DC Universe barcodes, you want to find those because those are low print. Those are kind of, you know, boxed up in box sets and different things and sold in like Toys R Us or, you know, different stores or whatever. And I thought it's crazy that thinking for that Know Nothing book that, well, now I know it's low print run. Once I found that out, I went to one of my local comic book shops and found 44 of them for about $1 a piece. Most of them, some of them rarer than others. And you can get an app you can on your phone that'll tell you, the rarity and stuff. There's one ghost one. They know it was printed, but that no one's ever found one. And somebody may have it and not even know it because they don't know about the barcode. A little knowledge goes a long way, eh? What box was I on? I was on box 9. All the Spider Girls. Okay, I have to bring it back up now. There we go. To Infinity and Beyond. Glenn Fleming says, I'm looking at selling my collection of comics. I have a lot of stuff I don't look at, and maybe it's time someone else to enjoy them. Yeah, maybe. It might be money in your pocket. Check those barcodes. Like I say, if you have any questions, Glenn, just ask me. Oh, not me. Here. There. These are newer Spider Girls. That's a little bitty book that they were. No, actually, they did a little bitty book, different format printing of these things, and this was the cover of one of them, of Spider Girl. So they did it more in a manga style. That's kind of nice with the black costume. Sal Buscema artwork, I think, or newer. I actually have a Spider Girl from next to last issue, a Sal Buscema page that we might include, Glenn, in the John Buscema book. If we want some examples of Sal Buscema, his brother stuff, just for contrast of styles. I have a original Spider Girl from from number 99. It only ran 100 issues. This is great issue. Why? Black sensitive cover. Very easily glad to see I've got 3 copies of it. That's a great issue. Black sensitive cover. Sometimes I'll buy a cover just because it's very condition sensitive, like this one. Direct edition, direct edition, direct edition. They're all sadly direct editions. You want newsstand. Look at that. Fantastic Five. Back in the day, this probably would have been so visually, especially this character here, kind of looking thing like with Doom. I would have been intrigued. The What If when it came out, What If number 1, I totally rejected and said, that's stupid. I've got a copy of it now, Lost in Space. Again, you get multiple copies, look at them, see if there's any color variation. That's great black sensitive cover. Look at that, multi-armed. I don't know if Ron friends or if maybe Ron friends with Sal Buscema. I don't know who did some of these covers, but actually some of them are pretty nice. There's this is 99. That's 99. So I have an original page of artwork from this issue. Hobgoblin on the cover, and she's sporting. So probably inside she's got the black costume too. I don't know. There's number 100. That was the end of the run. Then they started the Amazing Spider Girl, and I got a few of those. This was a larger issue. I think it was more expensive. $3.99. Got 2 copies of it. There's a 0 issue. Little takeoff. They did that in between, I think. Revealed at last everything you need to know about Spider Girl. Then number 1 of Amazing Spider Girl, very first issue. 2, 3, I think, isn't it? Yeah, 3. DeFalco was writing it. Ron Friends and Sal Buscema on the inks. And they would run Whatever Happened to the Daughter of Spider-Man Part 4. I don't see anything wrong with that. Keep it all in the same book. Don't cross over. Tell a multiple story. Remind people of that. Compact disc, rare compact disc cover. Man, that harkens back to that Kingpin. Really harkens back, and I was a lot. Ron Friend's great at that. to sort of make it look in the style of like John Romita Sr. This is about when I stopped reading it and collecting it, and I just couldn't find it. Here's number 8. So I got that. Because these I probably bought, direct edition. Yeah, these actually. The Buzz, that's related. Spider-Girl. Love that character. Is that Stan Lee? That looks like Stan Lee in his arms. Supposed to be, probably. Jargonaut 2, J2. Again, these were linking covers. See the backgrounds? They linked up the series and covers. That's pretty neat. Fantastic Five, I probably would have rejected this out of hand. That's a Paul Ryan cover. He's sadly passed away now. Did great run on Fantastic Four. Look at that. Limited series. 1 of 5. Mark Bagley cover. His style has not changed in the years whatsoever. Again, see here, linking up the background, the muted. You saw the Spider-Girl on the other. Here's the other side of the Spider-Girl, and it links it up with A-Nex. Pretty cool. Instead of just having linking covers. Of course, they're probably group scenes like this or whatever, It all links up. It'd be cool to link them all up. I've never done that. Great to make the characters pop, put them in color and then black and white on the background. I hope you'll do that sometime on one of your books, Glenn, your magazine. Early Avengers, I think, issue 3? I'm not sure, where they're breaking through. Submariner and Hulk breaking through to the Avengers. So homage cover there. Some of these are worth, like this is introducing American Dream here. That's first appearance. So they're worth a little bit of money. These A-Nex, because they're introducing new characters. Nothing like, introducing new characters. I've tried to collect this as a Defenders homage cover from back in the day. All right, check the chat. Hey, 6480. We're not seeing any of these? Oh, crap. You hadn't been seeing any of them. Well, that's the showstopper. What's Rex making fool of himself? Oh, I didn't share screen. Oh, fucking hell. Okay. See, that's the problem. Okay. Entire screen to share. Now you'll see it. I'm sorry, guys. Now you can see it, huh? Darn it. Oh, well. The Revengers instead of the Defenders. Red Queen, Big Man, Iron Man. Yeah. Saber Claw, Killer Watt. Some of those names are just, but it's the future. Avengers next. Yeah, you can see these now, huh? Not since Barcode Talk. Oh, crap. See, that's what I had when I had a good thing going and I didn't, stay with it. Okay. Sorry, man. This is 3 of 12. Fear Itself. I didn't collect this. This is Art Adams cover. Pew, pew, pew. Done in 2011. There you go. Well, we're back to the good stuff now. Okay, here you go. This is direct. You got the diamond up there, 1981. Fairly early on in the direct, so this is the one you want to have, as opposed to the more common one, Dave Cockrum cover here. It's going to have Spidey instead of a barcode down there. So this is the one you want to collect. It's lower print run. This is a direct. Again, the diamond up here. What year is this? 1982. 1982. Love that they, made the thing orange and lumpy. Look at that face. And look at this character. I created a character called Oak that was similar to that because I love his. Oh, wait a minute. Don't think that's going to work. Just bringing that up. I had to go back to the screen, and I'm learning. Direct. So you want that direct one? That's newsstand. Don't want that one. I mean, yeah, you want it. It's John Byrne, but yeah, better to have a direct like this. Did they all have a diamond? No. See? No diamond. Direct. I had a plate to this cover here. Sometimes in printing, you're going to get something like this from a roller. That's done at the printers. I always kind of look for those defects and would, try and get a better copy. You have to watch for that sometimes. Great John Byrne. Have you ever noticed on this cover? Okay, so you got characters all in the background, right? Hi, guys, John Byrne says. I know it's assistant editor month, but let's not do anything too silly on the cover, okay? Love and kisses, John. Yeah, as a gag, and he puts all these characters in there. Would you like to see Charlie Brown? You have to go all the way down to the bottom. And there he is, Charlie Brown, peeking out right at the bottom. If you have this and you want to sell it on eBay, don't say Charlie Brown because somebody that owns the copyright will go. I actually said something about Ghost Rider, or no, it was a Batman book that had the underground character Ziggy, or what was it? Not Ziggy. It was Ziggy something. Anyway, and the creator said, no, that's not it, but I'll let you slide on that. And I could have actually got him, to a convention, or got him to come, do a signing or something. But he probably wanted about $3,000 to come, and it's like, yeah, I can't do that. But I could, it was a possibility. I touched base with him. Also, I did that with Bob Badansky that did on eBay. Met him through there. And the old artist that was on Justice League, the one after the original artist, Dylan. I've met his son after his death. He wanted a piece of his art, and I had production artwork of one of his Justice League pages, and he wanted. These are cool, from Dynamite. War books from Dynamite. Picked these up at Hastings when it was in business. Got these. You can tell from the very fine. I got these here from Mile High Comics. This one here, fine too. That's Steve Lytle cover. That's an 80 pager. Get skipped one there. Giant size Avengers. Look at that with Atlas. Characters from the 50s, from the Atlas days. And we're back to the front of those that you didn't get to see, which is, Spider Girls. Okay, do away with that. Pull another one up. That was 9. Box 9. Here's 10. Ooh, this has got some good ones in here, folks. Let's see. Got to do this right, though. Okay. There. Let me check the chat. What version of Windows are you using? 7. 7. I should upgrade to 11. Arabian Nights and the Three Musketeers that were, this is Gold Key. A lot of people don't know this is out there, so they don't, from the cartoons. Kind of looks like Alex Toth cover. It's probably Alex Toth. See here, Hanna-Barbera, 69. You really can't go by that. Microventure, the Tiny C. Yes, look at that. Now this copy here. This is nice shape. Paid about $40 from it. 1969. Okay, somewhere around there. This is Mike Royer's that inked Jack Kirby. This used to be his comic. I bought it from his collection. I didn't even know who Mike Royer was when I bought this book. But I was like, pedigree. Okay, all right, cool. Herculoids, Moby Dick, Midor, Space Ghost. Yeah, Gold Key. Any comments? Yeah. There you go. Birdman, Shazam. There's Moby Dick. Geronimo Moby. Uh-oh. Ooh, got to get a better copy of that. Look, the void is opening up. Bad spot out of that. I probably got another copy, though. Look at that. See, they didn't do the Hercules. They did this before in the early 80s. Herculoids and all, like, didn't make very many, of these. This is latter Gold Key stuff that was coming out. Yeah, Galaxy Trio, Birdman, Shazam, Herculoids, Moby Dick, Mighty, Midor. So anthology, basically, with their characters. Yeah, young Samson and Goliath. Sort of like Johnny Quest, the boy and his dog would turn into an adult Mighty Samson, and he could change his dog into Goliath. Love that. That was one of my favorite cartoons back in the day. Look at that. Herculoids. Herculoids! Oh, not very good shape. Silver Age goodness. There's another young Samson and Goliath. He always had, the dog had one brown paw, and so did Goliath. Galaxy Trio, Meteor Man, Gravity Girl, and Vapor Man. 1968. Moby Dick again. I love the underwater adventure stuff. In my bathroom, my main bathroom, I have a print of Moby Dick in these kids. How they ever had air without air tanks underwater, I don't know. Here's another copy. I think, yeah, second copy. It's a little better. It's not perfect, but it's a little better. A little grime there. See, that's the great thing. You photograph them, you can go, well, yeah, that's a fingerprint. You can inspect your books. You can inspect the artwork and go, okay, I want to draw a Tundra. So we'll just, okay, put that up on the screen. Draw a Tundra. Come over and draw the Birdman. Reference. Hell yeah. Gloop and Gleep. Gloop and Gleep. Which one was the big one? Which one was the little? Huh? Zoc and Ukla the Ape. All designed by Alex Toth. Here's the Galaxy Trio. 1, 2 with the striping, and 3 on her chest. 1, 2, and 3. Galaxy Trio. They were all numbered. Isn't that wild? Another copy of that. Play another copy of that. I got multiples of these because, see that one? This was the one that had the rip there. No rip. Better copy. Yes. Midor. He was like a prehistoric. This one's 1969. He was like a prehistoric Thor. Instead of a hammer, he had a club. And he had the cape attached to his horns there. It's his helmet. Whatever. Space Ghost reaching for his power bands. There's Midor with his club. Herculoids battle the energy creatures. Moby Dick encounters the creature from below. Hell yeah, that's fun stuff, man. When the cartoons were hot. Exiles, that's a good run. I have a complete run of that and have the trade paperbacks. And there's that artist again that did the negation that I really like. He was in Exiles too. Love his stuff. Black sensitive cover there. You know, I like the Exiles, which was kind of like an alternate reality, what if type thing. Um, because I have all of them in floppies, and which is about 100 issues, I think. And these are the floppies. Look at that. Which, you know, you're getting your artwork, you know, these great covers. Um, and I have them in like 7 or 8 different trade paperbacks. The whole thing. Ooh, okay. All right. Hands on the breastises. Marvel. Do better. You can tell I put it on a piece of cardboard here to photograph it. Shipping box. These few here. Oops. That was Mimic in the series. Mimic's an old character that made his first appearance in X-Men number 19. Had all the powers of the X-Men, but this was kind of like a take on that where you just got like new X-Men powers and Cable Eye. He's got a Cable Eye glowing there. Let's check the chat. I should have taken some pictures of my collection and posted them to Twitter. I have Eden. It's on Endless World, Volume 1 through 18 in Japanese. So these are all Exiles. Look at that. Look at the negative space, how they did that. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah. Marilyn Monroe. Fantastic Voyage, Part 2 of 3 storyline. Hyperion. Black sensitive cover. Black sensitive cover. Black sensitive cover. Black sensitive cover around the edges there. Black sensitive cover up top. And there. There's that cover artist again, too. He's good. I like his stuff. Reminds me of Tom Grummett somewhat. Look at that one with all the Wolverines. Fat Wolverine. You know, all different versions of Wolverine. There's Blink. Female Wolverine from behind. That Silver Surfer, I guess. You know, different take on it. Blink, the character. She made it in that one X-Men movie. Here's the new Exiles, which was the second series. Here's 3. That's Exiles. That's 84. Fight Seniors 84. New Exiles there. New Exiles. New Exiles 0. That's stupid. You're stupid. Oh. That's a nice one. Was it Todd McFarlane or yeah, it was Todd McFarlane. Reflection in the Claws. Here you go, both claws up. Yeah, that's takeoff of X-Men 137. Mimic there protecting Blink. The Earth in the background. They're on the moon. Blue area of the moon. An old Kree outpost. And that's where the Watcher lives. They killed off the Watcher, though. Good shot here of characters' days then and now instead of it's a one shot. Exiles one shot. Blockbuster first issue. Exiles #1. They're just kind of mixed up here. And I have multiples. See, there's that artist that did Negation for CrossGen. He's good. Yeah, not so much. It's a different artist. They brought Spider-Man 2099 into it and all kinds of Sabretooth. Sabretooth is a good guy. Was that final issue? 100, giant size final issue. Ran for 100 issues and they started the 0. I think they did the 0 issue and then New Exiles. Something like that. Now see the world tour, see that covers are meant to go together, split, see? That's one of his covers. I like his stuff. Got the zombie, Wolverine, Weapon X. Him as a boy with the bone claws. I wish they would have never Patch with the Patch. I think they called him. That's pretty neat. He's just sitting there and they're floating underwater dead. That's a neat cover. That's a takeoff, really homage Doom cover that Bob Layton did back in the day with Iron Man when he went back in time. Got to get back in time. Like sensitive covers, telling you. It's all Exiles. Look at that. Look at that, man, on the moon. Just, I can't control my powers. Had some pretty good covers. Cool stuff. Hey, K-Pop. I was lurking for a bit. Yeah. Good to see you, Jolly Green. Post a picture of another sketch been working on to Twitter. Pictures are at, okay. I think it all take another hour at least to finish. Yeah, you keep going. I should take some pictures of my clay. Yes, you should. Yes, you should. Okay, back to the comics. Yes. Yeah, cool covers, you know. Look at that one. Similar. Floating. I don't know if it was, you know, 2 of 3. So that's probably, you know, interlinking. I don't know. Yeah, hit him with a, come on, man. Flying egg. Mission Impossible. Going up against the Impossible Man. Look at that one. Beak from the X-Men. Beak. What a character. Yeah, 2 Hyperions. Mm-hmm. Sabretooth in the background. That's Sabretooth in the background. Mimic with the hair chin. Oh, look at this cover, man. With the fire. Giant kaijus. Krakatoa on the left and Fing Fang Foom. Maybe the only cover they've ever been on together, but what a killer cover. Look at the detail, the coloring. The living island. Krakoa. He's a mutant. He's an island. So you got Ego, the living planet, and you got Krakoa, the living island. And there's Fing Fang Foom, big old lizard. Look at that with Red Ronin in their hands. The hand of Red Ronin. There's another one of his covers, man. He's pretty good. I like his stuff. Look at Blink throwing. I forget her exact. She can open up portals. That's, pretty cool. And House of M, they would tie, because it ran for 100 issues. They tied it in with what was currently going on. Look at this. Or medieval. Look at it's supposed to be Spider-Man up there. Thor. It's the villains. Is that Ghost Rider back there? Is it supposed to be Ghost Rider from an alternative black sensitive cover? What was the storyline on that? Bump in the Night, 3 of 3. So that was the last issue. Here's Bump in the Night 2. I think they're out of order. The one's coming up. I think I have it. I have all these floppies. I have the 7 or 8. See, he could do Mimic, could be Colossus. He could Wolverine. Look, it's like metal claws, but they're the bone shape, kind of uneven, not smooth. That's pretty cool. The roster, the team was always changing. Look at Vision. Hyperion's defeated all these characters. Madness. Oh, there's Ego, the living planet, little dudes. I always loved them. I created a character kind of based on them. I haven't done him, but I'm going to. Shoot, yeah. I just love the heads and stuff, being part of the ego right there, the living planet. He never, he's got a bad acne crater, problem. Look at that. That's brilliant. And it could be redone better. Beak. Dominoes, giant dominoes falling, going to crush them. And they're running. Look at the little smoke. I would have hated something like that back in the day. Although it's hilarious. Here's the other one. Look at Beak as the court gesture. Oh, look at that. Long Shot. That's another one from that artist that I like. That's another one. Because look at that. Reality warp. When I started running X-Men, reading X-Men, this is probably based on the same character, although he doesn't look like him. He was the son of Charles Xavier. He could warp reality like that, and he did, just like they're doing Sabretooth's hand there. He would do the adamantium claws, warp. This is animated, just stretching. That's where that comes from. So cool. That's cool. Ominous. Although it should be scarier. New Universe. It was the New Universe character, see? They would hop from the multiverse. Looking good. Okay. Here's a link to my Twitter post. If anyone wants to check it out, I will. Blue babies, what? Weird characters are the best. Blue babies are always hot. Yeah, babes. I've been trying to take pick of a year worth and hauls and campaign stuff. Take it from when you got a collection. I've got about 30,000 comics. This is some of them. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. Coming down on him like Pitt. Future Imperfect Tour. Yeah, look, he's looking at Vision's head and going, geez. Look, Wolverine's skeleton as a trophy. Adamantium skeleton. Iron Man's armor. Nova's helmet. Gotta love stuff like that. What's he looking at? Oh, Dr. Octopus tentacle. Huh. Oh, that's a good one. Look at that. Look at the battle. Oh, I always like Dr. Spectrum. Love his colorful costume. I don't have to create a character like that without it being derivative ripoff. There you go. 2099. Does that scream Hulk to you? Were you 2099 or 2099 Doom? 2099 X-Men. Yeah. Ah, here we go. There's some Silver Age goodness. Mighty Comics presents the Black Hood. Man of Mystery, 1967. How do I know? It says it right there. Good shape to be black sensitive cover. Look at that. Look at that. Breaking in the brand freaking new, man. Look at that. Look at the shape of that. Pretty good. The artists that worked on these used to do X-Men. Some of them. Here's another one. And breakage of color. Breakage of color. That's why I say black sensitive cover. Shows up everything. So when you get one that looks like this, and even then it shows a little, everything. Still, nice shape to be that old. To be nearly 60 years old. Look at that. Look how they did this one. The logo up there. Look at that. With the shadow, the webbing. Oh, man, this is the artist that was on X-Men, Roth. But the logo's worth this is weak, but now this is not. That's pretty cool. Our henpecked hero, the Web, fights for his very life against the treacherous and powerful Iron Fist. No, not the Marvel Iron Fist. Will he redeem himself? Can you overcome Iron Fist cannonball blows? Ooh, Captain Action. Gil Kane cover. Number 2. The battle begins. Pew, pew, pew. Captain Action. He was a toy line. He could change his face into different characters and did in the 70s. Classics Illustrated 31. And that may be an original from the 40s or early 50s. Robert Lewis since the Arrow. Painted cover. Still pretty good shape to be as old as it is, Early 60s, maybe 1962. Dale, 12 centers. Sebastian Cabot from A Family Affair, I think, right? Vincent Price. Neat how they did the coloring, almost like a grave time, how they did the coloring over the, for stuff. Looks sort of surrealistic, almost like gray tone without the harsh blacks. Look at that. Creature in Echo Lake. House of Mystery number 94, 10 cents. Yeah, pretty good shape. Ooh, yeah, reprint that Golden Age stuff in the mid 60s. Look at that Ditko box. Golden Age Captain America tales and old Marvel and Atlas tales. these are worth collecting. If you don't get fantasy masterpieces from the golden age of Marvel, the origin of the Human Torch, the original, the android. What we got down here? Monster Rosso. Yeah, from all those. We searched the stars, some sci-fi. I don't believe in ghosts. Gil Kane cover. Look at this. Wonder Woman. Ooh, look at the chipping on the spine breakage. Again, black sensitive cover. At least it's a dark gray. Yeah, but still complete, holding together. National Comics, DC. Ross Andru cover. The brain pirate of the inner world. You have a DC prize collector's tale in your hands. Save this issue. Somebody did. A little beat up and red. Again, DC dares and does the impossible, unlocking the spectacular golden age of comics. Golden age. So maybe some golden age reprint in here. Yeah. These are kind of expensive. First appearance of the Creeper. Steve Ditko cover. Beware the Keeper. First smash hit of 68. First appearance of the Creeper. Ooh, look at that. Early, still 10 cents. Now, when you have the markings like this has to do with distribution. So if you have one graded and they have pen writing numbers on that, and somebody just didn't take a pen and do some calculation on it, it probably has to do with distribution. They will not count off for that. I would see those from time to time and would not buy them. Ignore them. Ooh, a little rip there. See, that's a great thing about this. You can inspect your comics even up close. Some things that you might not have seen, you could, tell. Yeah, look, see a little water damage right there, a little watermark that you might not catch with your eye, a little blunting, a little breakage of color. There you go, showcase. Tommy Tomorrow on the Planeteers, number 46. Look how big the authority code is. It's big. But I've seen bigger. That's what she said. And we're back to these. I hope you're enjoying some of this. Let's see. Creeper is another guy that needs more love. Absolutely. That's cool. Been into my art my entire life and put it on hold for a while. Ready to jump in and experiment? Absolutely. Watching Drawstream. I can't start drawing. I can't really draw from scratch, but I can replicate on image decently. Haven't tried inking it. Try shapes of the head. Namor's eyebrows. I know, right? He used to have a triangular head too. Go Key and Dale have cool stuff. Yeah. Sometimes photo covers. I picked up the last Gold Keys that I picked up were the last Gold Keys I picked up were some nice condition Man from Uncle's. Nearly a whole thing. Got them for a good price. Year or so ago. A few other projects that I need to finish first. Can't wait till you get back to sketching and art. Yeah. Try, just get you a little pad, unless you want to work full size, whatnot. But I mean, you got a Hobby Lobby, get you a mixed media pad or something like this. $110, $3.99, 18 pages. Do some art on them, either way. Yeah, here, I finished this one. Bog, I love him. He can be different things. Got to finish this one. Maybe it is finished. Nah, it's not. I've got some that I need to finish. The werewolf. Gonna finish him. Got him done. Let's see. Got to finish her. And send this one to Kate with their stuff. Got to finish some of these. But yeah, get you a little pad or something. I like to work small anyway. Although I'm having fun working big, it's always great and impressive to. But starting out and stuff, let's do, knock it all over and make a mess, Rex. Character shapes, of like heads. That's how I created characters. If I can get the head, like, he had a really squat head here. Now here he's got a gym that's kind of taken over his mind, Usually don't do things in color, but my one criticism of this are the thumbs. Thumbs are wonky, at least on this one hand, and maybe the shoulders. I'd probably give him more back there, hunched over. One leg's here is bigger than the other, and yet this one's probably set a little bit further back than this one. This one should be larger than that one. You see what I mean? And the thumb's wonky on that hand, but he's a plant, so maybe he's, But I think I got some good blend of color and stuff. Did that one back in 2016. Let me pull up. That's box 10. I got to find this book. So let's skip to, say, 50. Does that look like a good box? Not really. Oh, yeah, maybe. No, so down there, do this, and then do this, and then do this. Make sure I check like the Bristol Board sketch card packs to draw on. There you go. Hey, Peter. Nice colors. Thank you. I got a Beagle Boys book the other day. That's cool. I'm not sure I know what the Beagle Boys is. Try pulling up a few reference photos, but drawing your own thing, combining them all. Yeah. What did you miss? A lot of my collection. I'm glad you're ready to jump back and start drawing. So here we have, and I bought this probably, Stick Figure Comics. July 1985. See, I like that they put that in there on the cover. I always like this character here. When did it come out? 1985, their 50th anniversary. And it was Marvel's. Pat. Joe Staten cover. Why they usually put it down there by the barcode because I like this moonshot. I like the crater and anything to do with the moon. That's Joe Staten cover. I met Joe Staten. He was one of the first, maybe the first creator. I had him draw me a Clark Kent, the old style sort of flasher Clark Kent with the, glasses and the fedora hat. It's John Romita Jr. Same there. Same there. That's actually a pretty nice cover. That's kind of nice in the foreground. Act of God. Now, if I'm not Elseworld, Plastic Man, maybe they'll play him up serious in that story, huh? I always make. This is a great issue. Number 300 of the Incredible Hulk. Black costume. Mm-hmm. Frankenstein's monster. Monster Frankenstein. 101. 1977 Star Wars year. Hell yeah. Val Merrick. I'm going to guess that's Val Merrick, VM, Val Merrick. I don't know who December is, DEC. I think I got to think about inkers. Beating up on him, man. Honey, dead or alive. Charlton, 1975. That's 75 right there, designated as 1975. There's this Ditko character, and that's Ditko art there. Ditko cover. Partial Ditko cover. I think this is oh gosh, what's his oh gosh, can't remember who it is. I never quite, this is always confusing. Flip the logo in the water with blood. Okay, reflection. The frog's upside down, even in its reflection's right side up. The blood is going into it's confusing. It's kind of a confusing cover. Your eye wants to, and if you stared at a center point of that, your mind would invert that. That's what's wild. There you go, Mike Grell. Green Lantern 77. That was in 93. Hawk World. This is Timothy Truman artwork, who did from 1992. There's his signature. Is that a good look for Hawkman? Not really. With the way that Truman stuff is done on the inking, I can see like some influence by Joe Kubert. I don't know if Timothy Truman is influenced by Joe Kubert, but Zombie Kilowog. The Corpse. Ron Lim artwork. This is Bernie Wrightson cover. Wow. Wrightson. I forgot that. Bernie Wrightson cover. How about that? Annual. Number 7, mid-grade. Oh. Love the logo there on the side, though. Ghost. Not all newer books. Of course, it's older. I like that they actually sign and you can, see who it is. And you can actually legible and can read it. There's just some 90s goodness. Pew, pew, pew. Solo, number 2. Oh, look at that. Kitchen sink, the origin issue. Will Eisner. Oh, Great Beast cover. The Beast. Duh. Guest starring Duh. Suckers. Wonder Man. What year was that? 91. So let's check the barcode. Ooh. About 10% of the run. Again, about 10% of the run. There's something wrong about collecting when the barcode is the sexiest part about the book. Just saying. Oh, look at that one. Tales of Sword and Sorcery. I have to show this to are you seeing what I'm seeing? Is it blank? I went to the campaign. I don't know if I can switch screens like that. I was blanking. Jimmy Reyes. Yeah. I'd have to show Jimmy Reyes that Dagar. Oh, yeah. Maybe you did see that. Rights and Rocks. Yeah. Hall 60, 70. Yeah. Bob Hall. Or what was saying there? Somehow. Hal Jordan. Got it. DC had the best ads, outfits, and colors. Yeah. I like the old school colors on these covers. Yeah. A lot of the modern colors are too Disney Gold Key stuff, yeah. Um, are too dark for my taste. Peter says, "Do you have any Ninja Turtle adventures?" Yes, I do. I saw some just the other day. I absolutely have. Love the Peter, yeah, and Ryan, yeah. Mhm. Oops. Wait. Now are we seeing Dagar? Wait a minute. No, we wouldn't be unless I wait. Um, wait. What the hell? Okay. See, I switch. You can't do that. I mean, you can, but then when you switch back, okay, so you got to go entire screen, do that, share. There we go. Now we pick it up. You can see. Probably can't see my pop-ups there. I'm clicking on, but yeah, I'll just look at the brushwork in that. That's the great thing about photographing him. You can really go in, and depending on how good your digital camera is, you see damage. Ooh, there's a little rust. If there's rust on your staple, you can get rust not migration into the paper. That's not good. Look at how they did the castle. Even in that hatched, loose, painted, you know, that staple's pretty good. And it's more secure than that other one. So you could go through here and go, okay, that's probably going to be, yeah, that's going to hurt the grade. If you wanted to go through and, ooh, abrasion, yeah, loss of color there. No, that's a little out of, but this is getting pretty fine. But you can tell, it's chipping. Let's check the top edge. Ooh, a little, yeah, a little color breakage. Oh, 25 cent. Ooh, blunted color. Yeah. You really inspect this stuff. I said, oh, you know, maybe you don't want to do that. You just want to check out the artwork. Ooh, look, look at that ink, that brown ink. Oh, look at that. Oh, you can get up close. Look at that. You can look at the pixelation almost. See, you can see the printing pixels. A little out of focus, but you can see the printing pixels. Look at that. No face golem. Looks like a word balloon for an eye. Mushroom. Cool stuff, though. Interesting cover. Gold key, and most people didn't want it. Look at that. Korak, son of Tarzan, gold key, 15 cents. A little lost there color in here, and very colorful. Look at that pattern painted. Smell my feet. Do it. Oh, another copy. Coloring might be a little different on that, or maybe it was just my lighting. Check out the staples. Yeah, the pink gold key. It's magenta. Ooh, looks like a specter up there. Look, peeking out at you. The hooded specter, but it's just a pulley. Just a pulley on the boat. Look at that, Fright Night. I'm thinking this artist. Oh, it's Hannibal. Hannibal Lecter, 1990. Now Comics. The bats there, vampire bats or whatever. Now Comics. Ooh, good chunk out of that one. It's all right. Probably didn't pay. Great logo. Look at that. This artist here, especially lining it in white there, the figure, it reminds me of Alien Nation. No, Alien. What was that epic Marvel comic? Color breakage. Look at that. Folded. Not a very good copy, but not something I picked up staining in the white areas. But it is a newsstand, 1990, so that makes it lower print run, about 10% of the run. Black. See how black shows that up? Crease. That's a Steve Lytle cover. One of my lower grades. There we go. Beauty and the Beast with the stain watercolor. Oh, man. I mean, a water stain. Number one. Dazzler and Beast have a thing. Bill Sienkiewicz cover. I always liked this character. Yes. I forget his name. He's a great cover. Great character. Look back there. Bondage cover. Energy Bondage. Dark Man. Final Fury number 3 in the last issue. Dark Man from the movie. Mecha Special. Dark Horse Heroes. Dark Horse Heroes. Metal Men. Tangent, which was kind of like amalgamated, right? I think this here is probably could be a Dan Jurgens cover. I never quite got this. Look how much this, they put the symbols, they put all this here. It's I don't like it. Legion of Superheroes, 40 center, all new. This Bullet stuck around for a long time. That DC Bullet, long time before they got a redesign. Okay, from the inks, yeah. Oh, Dick Garagano. Yep, I was going to say Dick Garagano. Yep, signed by him. Dick Garagano page, art, and here you go. Marvel feature, 12th. This might have been the last issue. I can't remember, but you see it's offset there, up top. See that? It's not that hot a shape. Brothers Grimm, though, they were in one of my first books I read. Oh, Mike Zeck cover. Look at that. I remember buying that off the stands for 60 cents. Oh. That right like character. Oh, dragon. Racist. Racist. No. Right. Boris Karloff. Whitman variant. Whitman. We considered that trash back in 83 when I had my comic store. Or I did. You know, nobody wanted Whitmans. They were worthless. Modern comics as well, reprints. Because they were kind of reprints of, you know, this is probably from 60 story reprinted. Now they're considered variant and worth money by the estate of Boris Karloff. Yeah. Ooh, Rat Chew. Rat Chew. Gesundheit. Rat Chew. That's what that is, a little nibbling. I do have some books like that. Ooh, Nick Cardy cover. Or no, that's Dominguez cover. Luis Dominguez. If I look around, you see Luis Dominguez. Signature right there hidden. Not that he. Now, this was weak. This is weak art. Really. If you're the artist watching this, sorry, 1984, and gay looking. Come on. I think this guy actually was a graduate. I didn't think he was that good of the Joe Kubert School. I'm not sure who. It is a moon thing. Maybe Jeff D. Maybe because it's D. It says D. Probably Jeff D. And not that great. Hopefully he got new talent showcase though. Instead of showcase that ran forever. Swamp Thing Reborn. Second series, number 2, not 52. I guess second series. 2011. Oh, Pollard. Pollard Thor. Ooh, some ink. Newsstand. Wonder what year. Oh, ooh, some more ink there by Loki's hand. 1977, Star Wars year. So not the rare one. Oh, I love this. George Perez, Turned to Stone. I turned to stone when you were gone. Failed by the Grey Gargle. I had this original artwork right there. All those Avengers had. The Beast. But John Byrne. No, this is John Byrne. No, yeah, I did have the Avengers John Byrne had. Every one of those. Yep. It had a Mockingbird. It had a Mockingbird head. He also did the X-Men like that. But now George Perez did some heads too. Garcia Lopez. Yeah, it's got some markings on it by a kid, right? He thought he could improve on it. You think he did? Damn kid. Jeff. We blame Jeff. Now write your name on the comment. Probably some sun fading here or rubbing. I mean, lightness of color could be sun fading. Not taken very. But you know what? It's part of my collection. It's probably the only one I have, and it's a Garcia Lopez cover. Oh, see, more writing. Think that improved the lettering any? Oh, who did it? Ross Andrew and DeCarlo. I'm sorry. Action Comics. Smoking cigarettes. Cigarettes on a comic cover. How dare you? And I always liked Neutron. Neutron was pretty cool. Man of the nuclear with the nuclear punch. Lobo. They also did this cover in a full variant. This is the direct one. They also did a full variant where this guy's metallic and embossed. This is a Butch Guys cover, by the way. Butch Guys. Black sensitive cover. Look at this tiny little authority code. Tiny little authority code. Way over there, not up here. Over there. Jaws of the Killer Sharks. Mike Grell cover. Speedline. Look at the panic. No! What are you worried about? You're offshore. You're safe. It ain't going to hurt Superman. 1976, Bullet. Action Pack with Green Lantern and Black Canary. Oh, February. What year? 1976. I don't have to have it on there. Oh, yeah, look at this. Old Superman. Old logo. Oh. The Atom in there. Nick Hardy cover. Lois and getting it on. A monster named Lois Lane. All right. K-pop. Smiley face. No talent showcase. Yeah. Laugh out. I say grabbed at the top. Darkman's last year. Short-lived. Would have been cool to see the Forever Wars if they hadn't canceled it. Series. Did they slash right into those comics? I love the Ninja Turtles Adventures series more than. Yeah, and I had some Zen. Star Comics too. Yeah, I've got a few Star Comics. They were done for kids. Those are some of the most loved books, Peter. Yes, thank you. Appreciate that. Go back Devil Flyer. If you've already backed it, go donate $1 and you'll get a couple of what do you call it? John Dealer trading cards. Ooh, I bought this one. Rich Buckler cover. I bought it when it came out, Dick Garagano. And I used this character and traced that character. My copy's still got the imprint, or would if I have it. I think I still got one. I think I might have still had that. It didn't burn up my fire. But when I was designing my character for DC Comics called Fusion, which I got that name, and Marvel just published that, the small little midget character that split into two and was made of energy. It was a good story. I think done by John Romita Sr. Jr. I took this stance here and traced it and made my Fusion character from this very book. There you go. Aquaman backup. Ross Andru. He did a lot of those. You have to look at the signs, see if they're signed. Is it Ross Andru or on a billboard or something? Andrew Dick Garagano on links. Look at that one. Ross Andru did a lot of those. Superman. Kurt Swan too, depending on what it was. Another Ross Andru. They don't look really concerned and in panic, and they're about to die if Superman don't save them. Just saying. Maybe that's a split second before it dawns on them. Look at that. Pew, pew, pew. Galactic War. War for Peace. Strangest Christmas story ever told. What is the object Superman holds, and why are two planetary races determined to fight to the death for its possession? Also Aquaman. Who cares? Oh, Twilight Zone. Stay in the phone booth. Don't get out of the phone booth. That's your best bet for survival. Although it looks like it might crush you. I don't know. What would you do? The killer light. A click of the switch and the light goes on. But the thing about this, I love that. Month. Is that a mark? Oh no! Mark on it. Where's the year? Where's the issue number? Drives me nuts not knowing what issue without looking. That's why you have to open it up and find the year, your information, put it on your tape on the back. Oh, brings back bad memories. There we go. Ooh, Texas Rangers in action. Pew, pew, pew. Number 75, December issue, 15 cents, Charlton. Some golden age goodness, silver age goodness, I'm sorry. The Earl of Texas, the man who was everybody's friend. That. Mm. Stuff of nightmares. Mm. Mm. Boris Karloff. Frankenstein. Ooh, Frankenstein's monster. Ooh, look at that. Triceratops painted. Now look at this. Crossed eyes. You ever notice that on this cover? Crossed eyes like, ooh, you hit me in the nards or something. I'm riding a Triceratops. I'm getting ready to get stomped to death. Yeah, get out of the way. I got a bone. Oh, no, it's not even a bone. It's a slingshot with a rock. Yeah, you're getting ready to get stomped, trifled, Look at these guys. Doesn't they look like the G.I. Joe guy, that went up against them? Korak, son of Tarzan. Yeah. Deadly slings in it. Yeah. Oh, I guess he's wrestling him and got his arm. But yeah, he's like, stupid. Look at that one. Believe it or else. Believe it or not. Please believe. Weird, eerie, authentic. My Lady Death. Brian Pulido, huh? Ooh, Buck Rogers. Issue 4. This is issue 4. You got to know how to read these things. Beady, beady, beady. Mel Blanc did the voice. Got signature. 1979. I don't care. They had Whitman variants of this too. Some Buck Rogers. I don't know. Mars Attacks, Image. So Mars Attacks, Savage Dragon, Spawn, Shadowhawk. Who did the cover? Oh, Andy Smith cover. That's his signature. Andy Smith cover. Andy Smith cover. I have to bring that up with him. He might have did this one too. Andy Smith cover. Well, Andy Smith cover. Ooh, somebody lost an arm. That's not good. That's probably Bad Rock. The Insects. Witchblade. Andy Smith cover. Wonder who did the Ditko box, huh? Get those signed by Andy, huh? Is there a grandson of Tarzan? Big money idea right there, yeah. Call the operator for assistance. My favor of the Lois Lane where Soups is getting smacked. Okay. Probably Andy Smith cover. Is it? Yeah, Andy Smith. See? A, stylized S, Smith. Got to know how to read it. With the characters, there's the Max. Grifter. Yeah. This is like, okay. Now that's, yeah, Andy Smith again. Wow. Old trope. And another good thing you can do is, anyway. Oh, George Perez cover. See, he even signed it as graffiti on the. Look at that. That's even graffiti right there. It's just cool something. Bought this when it came out. Pacific Comics. If it's Pacific, it's better. It's not that great a shape, but at least I have a copy of it. Vanguard Illustrated. It was different all the time. But, yeah. Uh-oh. He might be freaked out. The Gardenman. And what are they going to do with their spray cans? Looking all badass. And you read this one. Lynn was here. Split ends. You read the snappy rules. Okay. It's all done by George Perez. Some of it heavy metal. He wrote heavy metal. The colorist. I don't know if George Perez did. Get down. G-I-T. Get down. Get down. The Who. The Who. See, I'm noticing things on this. The Doors. Right there by the Doors. Robin. Noticing graffiti. Norman. Laura was here. Crotch shot. Dick and Corey. Scroggy. They had a character called Scrog, so that may be, Mojo down here. George Perez. No, something up here. See. Cool. Oh, there you go. Green gray sponge suit sushi turtles, the parody. Mirage. Square bound. Mm-hmm. There you go. Ooh. Put them up. Put them up. 103. These weren't cheap. $2.95. That's not too bad. If this be Doomsday. Now that's just the takeoff of Marvel titles. Eric Larson, 75, double-sized issue, $5.95. Oh, man, I've got one of these. Adam Hughes, Carmen Infantino. I've got one of these that's got signatures galore in it. This might be it, but I think I've got another copy that's has signatures on the cover. Love this Boris Karloff. Hate the condition of the book. Love the creature coming, overturned car. Got to get a better copy. I think this is a Tom Sutton cover. That's who I was trying to see. Tom Sutton looks like a FS. I think that's Tom Sutton. He did some stuff. Maybe not. I don't know. Ditko. Yeah, Ditko. You can tell by the hand. Ditko character, very creeper like, except female with the hair. Number 41. Modern Comics. See, this is a reprint from a Charlton. Modern Comics. Ooh, loss of color. It's when you rip the surface luster, this shiny stuff, off the cover. But that's a modern reprint. Yep. Considered trash, but now sort of a variant. There you go. Oh. Who did that? Not sure. I love the mask. Clown. Valiant Comics, number 17. Great logo. Reminds me of that web comic we looked at. Mutant X. Havoc. I guess that's Havoc. Or I don't know. Age of Apocalypse of Wolverine. Never cared for that. Andy Smith has a YouTube channel. He's doing crowdfunded books. Yep. With all that perfect cover for Jeff to write his name on. What's he known for? Let's see. Who is Andy Smith? Oh, okay. Is there a grandson? Okay. I always liked this. Three stories split. Convention free, exclusive, free stuff. Probably worth something, especially in this shape. Although you zoom in and you go, ooh, hello. Skull. Split skull. Skull split. Split your skull. Hell yeah, I just created a new character. Oh, this is pretty cool. That's all you need to know. killer virus unleashed in a bizarre future world. Like COVID. No, wait. Maybe this will be my thumbnail if I keep it there. Mutatus. Mutatus. There we go. An epic, which is a marvel. Mutatus. Teeth in the tentacle. Antarctic Press, #1, a 5-issue miniseries. Mighty Tiny. Mighty Tiny. Ben Dunn cover from 1989. Wait a minute. Back it up. What? I don't know if that's printer's ink from printing. Probably. You know. Ben Dunn cover. You know Ben Dunn? Been done there and done it. I love this cut. Look at that logo. Not press. Characters in the back. All in red. Gorby. Oh, Gorby. I've got some original artwork that he did for AC Comics. I always like this cover. Look at that. Thunder Agents 1. That's when Salson Publications. They're the ones that did Reagan's Raiders. I've got an original werewolf, like the Tombstone look to that with the credits. I had to use that. Oh, the Beast. That's a Bogdovich cover. I know, because it's got the Beast. Should be. Maybe I'm wrong. I was thinking this Steve Ditko. Sheen Man #12, 1979. That's Ditko there too. Wonky looking thumb. That logo. The rivets like Iron Man. Ditko cover. He was always one of my favorite characters. I mean, you know, from the Barry Windsor Smith Black Sensitive cover, Jay Lee cover. Jay Lee cover, 1992. Mm-hmm. John Byrne, Namor, up there in the Ditko box. Didn't really like this Marvel logo redesign. Didn't like it. Not really. Another John Byrne cover. I mean, little insert there. Look, she's crawling behind. Marvel's The Lost Generation. 2 of 12. Maxi series. Interesting. Scaling on the outfit, but she's got fire powers. Interesting. Al Milgrom on the inks. Robot Man, very Doom Patrol type character, huh? Direct edition. Look at that. You know, if you had the right graphics, that could just be a cover there with big lettering. Good hand lettering like this is sexy. It's great. And I see this comic and I go, okay, what about over here? Could I get a character out of that? Do I see, whoops, armpit? Whoa, no, not quite. Digital coloring background, you can see that. Looks flatted in. But, you know, I always look for, what do I see? I see a character there. Oh, look, it's Jolly Green. Ho, ho, ho. It's Sprout. Oh, there's Ku Klux Klan guy. This was a nice cover, almost like a Sentinel type thing, huh? Going on. Look at Captain America. Oh, deadbeat. Deadbeat. Oh, look at that. Oh. Dreadnought. He's seen better days. There's probably been a character called Deadbeat, huh? That's all right. I'm copywriting it right now. Let me put that down. That's a pretty good name for a character. Deadbeat. And you know what? I don't think you could copyright that. I think anybody could use that name, Deadbeat. I plan to. I might do it. Okay, Broadway Comics. There we go. Special first issue. Logo around the edge. Doesn't really. Starseed. Yep. I don't. Yep. Outside the paneling down below, huh? Naval. I was in the naval. I mean, Navy. Oh, what is that? Oh, okay. Pew, pew, pew. You see the pixelation. Ooh, having fun. Leave me alone. Yep. There you go. There's the artist. I always liked this karate chop looking guy, Oh, this. He did some pretty good covers. He's been at it for a while after that. Oh, yeah, this is an artist. I can never think of his name. Grummett. Palmer. Yeah. Gremlin. Gamlin? Yeah, I got a Gamble. Yeah. And Tom Palmer cover. Fallen Angels, 5 of 8, limited series. See what's going on up here. Chaka from Land of the Lost. No, not really. Nah, there's Fallen Angels. Oh, Webman. Yeah, look at that. Blazing Adventure. A Grossi, 1993. This is a cool cover now. Come on. Tentacles, webs. Cool looking design on the character. Look at this guy. Ooh, 90s goodness. Some horny green devil. No, that's a tentacle. Okay, red mask. Wycheck on the I'm familiar with Wycheck on the inks. Oh yeah, see now I've got the production artwork. Neil Adams cover. I've got the production artwork. Showed that. It's also got Robot Man from the, I believe, Golden Age Thrillers, 2 of them, and Ghost Patrol. Robot Man. I'm not sure if that's the same Robot Man that was in, but the great Neil Adams cover got the production artwork to that one. This one's, again, black sensitive cover. Got the painted piece to this, the file copy, which is in better shape than this one, thank God. So this is just like a second reader copy. I've got this, now we're getting into Adler. I've got the painted Adler to this. Got the cross, got the devil shadow, got Sergeant Rock, and you got a swastika. What else you want? A big gun? Okay, we got that too. Jim Aparo cover. I think this might have been an Adler. I just didn't own it. I traded Shadowhawk, the silver version, to this one, Valiant. Magnus Robot, Barry Windsor Smith. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, they did some good quality comics. CrossGen did. I mean, the colors and they did some good quality comics. Andy Smith stuff. Greg Land here. Greg Land cover. Early Greg Land. Defects. This is Aftermath. Marv Wolfman, the writer. Oh, I think I have a page, or no. Oh, I've got a John Buscema preliminary drawing to this issue, I think. Or no, it's 1. I think it's issue 6. This is issue 2. But to this Fantastic Four 2099, I've got a page of Buscema rough of that. That's one of the few non-Conan ones I have. It was in this series here, Fantastic Four, where Reed and Sue had the baby in an earlier issue. Her first appearance. Maybe it'll be in here. Probably is. I think it's this issue here where the baby's born. That's after Kirby. Number 11. I think that's the first appearance of their daughter. So key issue, you might want to pick it up. You can pick it up for cheap. It's only $1.99 retail. It's like this. That's Al Davidson. Of course, the Super Apes from Red Ghost. Alan Davis cover. 2 copies. Alan Davis. On the early ones on this Heroes Return, late 90s. Look at that. Man, that's 1 of 3. The Wasp, Male Wasp. Direct edition. Look. And got some engraving on that. Winsor Newton ink. But they have to obscure some of the lettering, and they even turn the E, but everybody knows, same styling. And I believe this is the first appearance of the Defenders. No, it's not. But it's okay. It's just the. All right, I'm getting excited. Gil Kane burst through cover. I love that lineup, that side lineup, huh? Those eyebrows. Namor's eyebrows. Yes. The Nike symbol. Oh my God. Now we know where they got it. 68 big pages. That's what she said. Awesome. Name for a zombie. Yeah, Deadbeat. Yeah. Dead Meat the zombie. Yeah. Make Deadbeat a zombie. That's a rock and rolling drummer. I felt like the Nikes. Dreadnought. Alternative use of Death Lot. Well, they do have a Dreadnought too symbol. Yeah. Damn it, Rex. Another miniseries I'll have to purchase. Yeah, which one's that? How's it going, Rex? Travis, cool. See you. Slipped in on me, eh? Gotta sleep now, guys. Oh, K-pop. Let's just getting started. Shoot. No. 3 hours. Oh my God. Finish this box. Ooh, yeah. Look at that negative image with that hand. Number 2. I can tell by the inking. I believe the inking is okay. So it's Gil Kane cover with Klaus Janson inks. I'm pretty sure. Klaus Janson did a lot of the inking on those Defenders early on. Look at that. Blackhawk. 12 center. 185. They're being obliterated. Racist. Our 4 buddies fighting into oblivion. We can't fight the fearsome powers of that dimensional island. We'll sneak up behind him. Do it. The last days of the 7 Blackhawks. 2-part thriller. All in one book. That would be chapter 1 and chapter 2. Jack Adler was originally sitting in this photo. Look at that. One of the few ones. CC Beck did the drawing of Shazam. Infinity cover, because it goes on and it goes on and it's supposed to go on and on and on. But, Infinity cover. These are Jack Adler's grandkids when they were young. And that was originally Jack Adler sitting in the, that's one of my worst copies right there. Ugh. But number 6 is Shazam. He took himself out of the photo. Early John Byrne before he started work for Marvel. Doomsday +1. John Byrne insert, John Byrne, Charlton, 1978. No, okay, so maybe he was working for Marvel by then, but 78 right there. That's how you read that. Oh, one of my favorite comics of all time. First appearance of this character, Freakway. They based, I guarantee you, the Water World by Kevin Costner off this story. Guarantee you. Milligan. Yes. 1983. Approved by the Spider Warning. Strange Days by Eclipse Comics. One that started it all. Hell yeah, I'd buy multiple comics anytime I would pick this up. Look at those lips. You zoom in too much, you see the painting, but look at that. Good lips, the glare, the highlights. Pretty rad, huh? Hot Shots. All this is X-Men Hot Shots. That's a poster book in green. St. Patty's Day Wolverine in green. They do the coloring, I guess, because of the fire differently. Oh, and we're at the end of that. Well, I've enjoyed. I still have to find. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. What box was that? Oh, that was 50. Let's try 51 here. I gotta find that book. Oh, Jack Kirby with. I can't leave you hanging, can I? I got to show you this at least. Okay. Look at this. Jack Kirby and Todd McFarlane doing the inks. Hey, look. With a little arrow. What's Satan 6? Number 1 of 4, Topps Comics, Super Deluxe, Kirby Chrome trading card inside. It was originally polybagged. But that is Jack Kirby with Todd McFarlane inks. Oh, look down here. It's even got Steve Ditko in it. Nah. Topps Comics, the ones that make Jack Kirby. That makes the... this had Kirby Chrome cover as well. Roy Thomas and Steve Ditko together again. Kirby Crackle. Kirby Crackle. The Fist. You can make a painting out of that. Look, it's pop art. Collect them all. 1 of 1. That's what you call them. A micro series. Or the Ninja Turtles did. Micro series. 1 of 1. Ah, look at this. Utterly Strange Stories. 1991. Utterly Strange Publications. Doing the King Kong number. Help me. Look, there's blood down her leg. She's probably dead. Although she looks like she's still resisting, so maybe not. She's messed up. Where are... And the haircut? The haircut, does this not look like Doc Samson throwing a temper fit? Introducing Plasma Baby. So, Plasma Baby, first appearance, first cover appearance. Sandman. Oh, Sandman Vertigo 60s. You know, these in near mint condition, 1994, are going to be worth a little money. Ooh, Dracula image. Ooh, Sword of Dracula. This is an Adam Hughes cover. Pretty sure this is Adam Hughes. I'm looking for the Oh, I regret asking her for a good time now. The Dreamery, Eclipse Comics, celebrating, started in 1978, 1988 here. And they ran longer than that. Issue 9 of the Dreamery. Little Crusader raccoon. Kim Macklin, 1988. Ooh, Paper Cinema. 3 of 3. Black sensitive cover. Starring Eli Wallach. Really? Huh. Maybe a movie adaptation. That photo cover? Guess so. Rising star Michael J. Straczynski. Top cow. Half issue, though. Half issue from him, This is the artist. What's the artist? Is it Al Williamson? Strike Force Ultra. Astro City artist, I think, did this cover. It looks like it from the face and whatnot. Anyway, J. Michael Straczynski that did Babylon 5. Love this horse, Lord of Light. That's 63. Kirby Crackle. Old school. Supposed to be like Thor character. These are great. Split cover. See Johnny Bayon. Unbelievable End Man. Flipsville. Sheba. Dog Star Press. I've got a few others. Sirius. Issue 2. Most independents, though, see, they would have to charge more because it's lower print. I mean, yeah, you're getting the scarcity, but who knows what what year this is, and $250 could have been a lot. That's the thing about it. A lot of the independents were more, and you didn't want to buy them, sadly, unless it was really appealing. And a bar. There you go, Jack Staff. Red's greatest hero. Looks like. No, you know what? That'd be great to do that. Like logo in there, in the logo. Yeah, I got to do a cover like that. Shoot, yeah. Green Arrow. Denny O'Neil writing that. Annual number 3, 1990. Green Arrow. Annual. Timothy Truman. Vertigo. 5 of 5, 1993. Timothy Truman cover. Jonah Hex. Demon Horse. Oh, it's supposed to be Jonah Hex because he's got the scar on the skull, see? Interesting. Oh, Grimjack, old Timothy Truman stuff. Number 4, First Comics. You know who that is. Guitarist, maybe the greatest guitarist of all time, Timothy Truman, 84. Fight Seniors, 84. Much later, Grimjack, 64. Flint Henry doing the artwork. John Ostrander still writing it, though. He went Carrot Top. See? He's a ginger. Not a ginger. Ginger? Not a ginger. He didn't start out as a ginger. Didn't like him as well as a ginger. Ooh. Blevins and Terry Austin on the inks. Doctor Strange 70. Look at that. Oh, look at the detailing, the scaling. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Massive. Oh, yeah. Detail. Ooh, yeah. Pew, pew, pew. Oh. Huh? Cool, huh? It's cool. Ooh, look at that. Oh. Colorful. Number 50, giant sized extravaganza. Guest starring Ghost Rider, Hulk, Silver Surfer. Look at that pretty hopeful. Pretty. Looks like a disco light show. Pretty. I love that. And look at that. You got the Aya Maguto or whatever, there that was on his. You got it down here in the box. I bet that was hard to draw, right? Asherwood, 1992. Oh, Scarlet, 1993. Vampire Tale. Look at that. Crossbow. I don't know if that's really a crossbow, but it kind of has a crossbow vibe, right? He's had some pretty good covers. Did. You can tell. Ooh, look at that. I've come here for your soul. You can tell I'm getting tired. She got something on her feet? No. Look at those toenails. Wow. It's this dude. I think I just pulled something. Oh, the effort. Oh. Fern. 93. Oh. Oh, serious Plastic Man, maybe. It looks like Frank Quietly, but it's not. It's DM. Brace yourself for extinction. Huh. Something wrong with these heroes. See, it's not the golden lasso, it's the murder lasso. They're all wanting to kill the monkey. You got to learn to. Oh, that's pretty good. Like Target. Oh, get off of me, Lois. Oh. Oh, wow. It's like he's merging. I don't know. Stop dead. Should have put some drool coming out of his mouth. Another DM torn cover. Leave me alone. Look at this. Scarab. Vertigo. 1 of 8. Look at that. Painted cover. Huh? We gotta get out of this place. 4 Horsemen. Vertigo. Look in the background, just indicated. Like he's riding a Aardvark or an elephant or something. I don't think elephants look like that. Get some more? Yeah. Back in the back. Oh, look at that. Oh, can you see that? That's great, man. This cape. Death Dealer, huh? Looks like an ice warrior from Doctor Who. Crot. Oh, man, look at that crot. Is that the stirrup? What's going on there? Just saying. What is that? Oh, look at that horse. Oh, look back here. Bolos. Oh, balances. It's not bolos. It's you've been that horse. Pretty cool, huh? Statue of Liberty looking. Yeah, on purpose. It's like me with constipation. War. Okay, so that's 2. That's war. This is 4. So last issue here. Which one's this? Each one featured, one of the characters. Joe Kubert. All right, okay, all right. Nobody cares. Anyway, I'm glad you joined us. I still haven't found the book, but I'll be looking. 16 people maybe watching. I don't know. Good night, Rex. Don't let the bug spade bite. But bug spade, yeah. Unhinged. Hey, Rex is always live. That's a misnomer. But yeah, I'll take it. Zoom skills on point. Yeah. You got some poison elves in you. I do. Yep. Stream marathon that runs into episode 700. Yeah. No. 3 more hours. 3 more hours. 3 hour stream only. No, almost 3.5 hours now. Who is the woman in the Defenders? Valkyrie with the sword and the winged horse. John Byrne and the Lost Generation. Yep. Oh God. Should I? Which one is it? On the right thing. Oh, I got to go back to here. And then I can. Nope, that wasn't it. This one. No? Don't give me that. You behave. All right. I better. Oh, cancel. What? Wait. Maybe it's this. No. All right. I think I can. Nah, screw it. I didn't mess with the formula. Anyway, yeah. This is your early stream, I guess. 1:46 in the morning. Can't say I'm tired, but I do need to go to the restroom. Take a break, stretch, whatnot. Head sketches are coming along good, I think. You'll like them. Be on Drawn and Quartered tomorrow. Started this stream after I got off Dojo Coon's Incendiary. That was a lot of fun. Still got to find that comic, so I got to go through these, and I thought I'd do a stream. Bog, yeah. Have a good night. You too? Yeah, still got to go through these files, so I thought I'd do a stream. Maybe I'll be back later after I rest a little bit, although I have rested. What comic are you looking for? I'm looking for Talent something. It's Joe Kubert, 1983. Joe Kubert school thing. I've got multiple copies. I'll find it. I was just kind of showing, some of those in boxes. I wasn't really serious about, too much. Hope you enjoyed that much of my collection. It is varied and vast. 30,000 books. And the barcodes do make a difference. If you haven't went back and watched this complete thing, after I get off here, go back, watch it. A lot of good information, a lot of good books. Thanks for viewing. Bow for now. Keep collecting. Yeah, that's what you say.